Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. Oh, nope, there we go. I am your host, Sandy. And today's Wednesday. And I didn't have a show on Monday, so I'm having a show today. Yeah, buddy. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube. Normally on Twitch, but I don't have my phone. My phone's like literally about to die on me. And apparently that's the only place you can stream Twitch videos is on your phone, which is kind of weird, but okay, cool. So we're just gonna do this show on YouTube today, and then I'm gonna download everything onto. I'm gonna see if I can upload videos onto Twitch, but it's not allowing me to. So is what it is. So also where you can find the Cruiser Podcast is at Apple Podcasts. Also on Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you can really find podcasts, all your podcast needs, that's where you can find it. And where you can find latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram and also at Nicetown Finest on Twitter. Yeah. So I was supposed to do movies on Monday, movies and TV on Monday, but shit happened. So it is what it is. Yesterday, even more shit happened. I was supposed to do a show yesterday. Even more shit happened. So today, I'm gonna try to get off. I'm gonna try to have a nice little, quick little episode, man. I probably won't even talk movies. I'll probably talk a couple movies and TV, but not much. And also anime. Pushing everything back. So today, practically general type shit like movies, TV, normal Monday shit. And then for Thursday, I think tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, cool. Because my days have been running together like fucking paint from a printer. I got that? A shitty printer. Paint from a shitty printer. Printer ink from, because it's not paint that goes into a printer. It's normally ink. So the ink from a printer, from a shit printer, is pretty much what's going on with my days lately. And today mostly I spent like literally laying down in bed. Why you may ask? Well, my dumbass thought that I can still do practically everything I used to can do on a basketball court still at 18, and I'm 30. So 12 years ago I probably would have made this move, knee would have been fine, and life would be great. But I decided that Andrew Cruz was going to do something athletic, and I didn't hear a pop, which is good. It's a great thing I didn't hear a pop. What I did feel was my knee practically feel like you got shot. Now I can walk, and I finished the game because I'm a fucking gangster, and also I'm stupid. That's probably the most important part of this, is that I'm dumb as shit. And I decided to try to finish off the game. And I did finish the game, and then also try to make another athletic move. Guess what happened? Wasn't a good result. I didn't know I was fouled and shit like that, but it's just life, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened to me. My knee is practically fucked right now. I've been icing, putting heat on it. I even gone to the chiropractor. I can't even I can't fathom trying to just sit there. Everything hurts. Like I had to take, for real, I'm probably gonna have to take 2 weeks off from trying to run, trying to do anything athletic, which fucking sucks. Which also probably means I need to probably take 4 weeks off, a whole month off from doing shit, especially something that's athletic. So right now, my knee is barely able to bend. I'm sitting down on this chair. Let me tell you something. It took me 5 minutes just to get my knee into a proper positioning where I can sit down and be at least a little bit comfortable. Everything fucking hurts. I mean, well, every part of my right knee hurts like a bitch. I've been trying to look up on WebMD, mostly because if I go to a doctor, I know they want to try to stick shit in me, and I don't want anything stuck in me. I don't want it. Everything's an exit, not an enter. That's not what I want. Because I know they're going to be like, hey, well, last time you got a needle was, oh, wow, long ass time ago. I mean, even if it was yesterday I got a needle. Hey, you got a needle yesterday? Oh, so we got this new needle today. See, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I'm 30 years old, so you don't have to stick your finger up my butt. I don't know why we need to get to that point. I don't want that. So that's why I'm kind of trying to avoid the doctor, but it's kind of looking like I need to probably go get this shit checked out. And also in Houston, it's deciding to rain today. And it sounds like it's pretty hard outside. And also it's storming. And I'm walking with a limp. Can't run anywhere. And I'm walking with a limp. So I'm gonna be drenched in fucking whatever by the time I get to work. It's gonna be great. It's a fucking awesome day. It's a great day to be fucked up. You know, I went to work fucked up. Probably gonna go to work today definitely fucked up. But the ice and the heat is kind of helping. I'm trying to get it to help, but fuck, man, everything just hurts. It just hurts like a bitch. So that's what we're dealing with right now in life, is me trying to navigate life with fucked up knee. Cool. That's literally been my life for the past literally day and a half. Well, actually, past 24 hours. It's been 24 hours since I fucked my knee up. So it's awesome. I can't fathom how great I feel. But sarcasm is not our thing. Okay, cool. That's something we're gonna do. No, but yeah. So right now, I'm just dealing, and I had something weird happen this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. It was definitely this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. I'm dealing with knee injury. I've been trying to catch up with everyone on Stranger Things. So like I've been watching I'm at season 2 right now. I think midway through. No, I'm almost done with season 2. I'm at episode 4 and it's only 6 episodes. So I'm midway through, well, more than midway through season 2 of Stranger Things. And you know, when I watch weird shit happens to me. It's weird. I'm about to say it's weird. It's crazy. Weird shit happens to me when I watch weird shit and weird things start to, you know, happen around me. And also it's raining. So yeah, it's like a weird phenomenon. Whatever. I know for a fact that I sleptwalk. I know for a fact that I know for a fact that I walked in my sleep last night or this morning. I know this morning. Most people's mornings are, you know, my afternoons, but this was literally the morning time. I know for a fact this happened because I had something on the couch. And I thought I was dreaming this shit, but I got up flawlessly, by the way. No knee pains, no nothing. The knee pain didn't even wake me the fuck up. Somehow I got up flawlessly, walked out of my door, picked up whatever was in my fucking, like, I can see what's going on, but I wasn't controlling my movements. It was weird. It was very weird. I didn't like it not one fucking bit. And I don't want that shit to ever happen again. It was a weird fucking feeling. I'm actually getting chills down my spine, mostly because it's cold in there. But also, just to think about it, like, it just like, what the fuck, man? I didn't like it not one bit. So I was sitting here walking, and I'm watching myself pick up the item that I picked up, and I put it on my gamer chair. And then I went back in my bed. And I remember this literally as plain as day right now of me doing this, but I wasn't awake. I know I wasn't awake. I know this for a fact. I was not fucking awake, but I know for a fact that I seen myself put that item on my fucking gamer chair. And I was like, oh. And when I woke up and shit and I looked at it and I was like, oh, that shit happened. Oh. And I've been watching a lot of weird shit lately. Like, I follow this Instagram called Ghostly World, and you know they have like different weird phenomena happen on their Instagram page. And I've been watching their shit, and you know, I'm weird. I like to get I don't know what it is. I get in this like little mindset where I want to freak myself out a little bit. So I've been watching Stranger Things, which is a freaky thing all in itself. Like, one of the kids is literally dealing with practically sleepwalking, I guess. He's going into a different realm and shit. And he's awake, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's awake during, I don't know. It's a weird thing. And that, you know, that happened. And then I've also been watching this Ghostly World shit where the motherfuckers like literally have paranormal activity type shit happen to them. And like, it's unexplained. And then I also watched Ghost Adventures just to freak myself out a little bit even more. Even though like a lot of people say Ghost Adventures is fake, and also I was watching Ghost Bros, And Ghost Brothers, something like that. I used to watch that shit too, but it looked like it got canceled after 2 seasons, which is whack because I like their shit. That was some real black people reactions, other than black people going to a fucking haunted house. Shit will never happen. I don't understand. We know this for a fact. Black people do not go towards 100% danger. Like that's 100% going to be dangerous and scary. We don't do that shit. Ain't no shit we do. Unless there's a camera around, you pay us enough. That's probably what happened with those guys, but they definitely had black reactions to shit. But today was fucking weird. It was just weird. And then most of the day I did stay like in bed because I can't. It's depressing when you can't walk around, when you just can't just get up and go. It sucks. It's the worst thing fucking ever. I hate it so much. I hate not being in control. That's probably what, how that, what I'm saying? I just don't feel like I'm in control. I got to be like, oh, all right, knee, you ready to go? You got to warm you up a little bit. All right, man, let's warm you up. Let's do what we got to do this, that, and the third. And I know everybody's kind of like me. Well, not everybody, but I know most people are like me. Not hypochondriacs, but whenever something like a symptom comes up, you go to WebMD. That's the fuck I do. And of course, WebMD is literally the worst shit to do because you can have a cough and it'd be like, oh, going to lead to death. What the fuck? It's a cough a little bit, right? Shit. Is it? I gotta go to the doctor? What I gotta do? WebMD has given me like literally the worst possible situations, which is, they're saying it's a torn meniscus. But the thing that I saw about the torn meniscus is that you cannot fully extend your leg. I can fully extend my leg. I can't bend it without any fucking problems. This, like, without it going straight to a 10. That shit hurts like a bitch. I don't know if it's an ACL, but it doesn't, like, I can bend it, but I can't, like, I can bend it. It just hurts like a bitch. And also this happened before where I had to take literally like a month off from playing basketball due to like when I banged I think this all is stemming from when I banged my knee into the ground, which fucking sucks major balls. So I think right now I'm going to take an extended break from basketball and really any type of running activity, which means I can't even play tennis until probably May, which fucking sucks. Dick. Because I really wanted to play tennis. I really wanted to start playing tennis. That was my goal, was to play tennis in March, start playing matches and tournaments in March. And it looks like I had to push all that shit back, which, minor setback for a for a, major comeback. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else would say, right? That's what people would say. Yeah, no, okay, cool. That's what I was saying. Fuck it. But you know what I mean? I'm not mad. It's just I'm impatient. I'm very impatient. So if my knees just starts to feel better miraculously one of these days, like my dumbass will go out and try to run or do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Not take the extra, 2 weeks after the shit stops hurting to like, all right, I think I can run now, and then fucking do something stupid. Like that's just me. I'm impatient like that. You can tell me I'm hurt, but I'm still gonna do shit. But yeah, I'm taking the precautions. I've been icing it a lot. I've been hitting it with heat. I need to do compression. I need to find some like probably need to do the ace bandage type shit, but that costs money. And it's probably like $2. No, but I know that I need to be patient, but definitely in May I will definitely get back on the tennis court. Hopefully 100% healthy. But I'm definitely taking every precaution possible to make sure that I get my knee right before I do anything. Yeah, but with the sleepwalking shit, man, it's weird because that's the first time it's ever happened. Ever. That's like I've like I said, I watch freaky shit. And yeah, it definitely happened. I know it happened. I just couldn't control myself. And that was probably the worst part about it. Like, it's me trying to control what I'm going to do. It just felt like my body was just moving and did something. My mind was saying something, and was like, my body just said, oh, let's try to do this. And it did it. And like literally, like I said, I got up flawlessly with no knee problems, no nothing. Like the knee, like if it even did a little slight thing, it probably would have woken me the fuck up. But it didn't. And that was weird. It was very fucking weird. I don't like it not one bit. I didn't like it not one bit. And it was during the daytime, which is even fucking weirder. You know, the sun was out. Like I can see, I can control everything and see everything. And it was still kind of just like, the fuck happened, man? Oh yeah, I've also been watching some other eerie shit too. I forgot about that. The Aaron Hernandez fucking documentary. I've been talking about this shit with people for the past since this came out. Since this came out, I've been talking to people about it. And in my heart of hearts, and I know people are like, "Oh, Andrew, just being a conspiracy theorist." I don't give a fuck. I can be a conspiracy theorist all I want. This is just the way it rolls. It's just the way things go. But in my heart of hearts, I don't think he killed himself. I don't think he killed himself, man. And if he did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to family or whatever. But you don't have a phone conversation, his last phone conversation with his baby mother, which is first, not with his fiance, his wife. I thought they got married behind bars. If I remember correctly, they got married when he was behind bars. But I might be tripping. But the last conversation he had with literally everyone, but especially her, it just felt like you can hear it in his voice that he had hope. Like it was just hope. Maybe it was hope that, hopefully, maybe it was the hope that, if everybody doesn't know, not Boston, but Massachusetts has a law where if you die while you're having, while you are in the appeals, court, that you are seen as innocent. And I completely, if he was found innocent, that means that whatever the Patriots contract was towards him would have went towards his wife. So that's the only thing I can really think of why he would sound hopeful. Like, all right, man, cool. So y'all gonna be set for life. That's really all I can give you right now. I can't give you hugs, I can't give you kisses, but I can give you set for life. And it seemed like he was a good father. Let's be real. Every part of me sees that he was a good father. Now, was he a murdering psychopath? I don't fucking know. Did he have at least one body on his record? Yes. I think that with the lawyer that he had from the dude that, was doing the Casey Anthony case, if he had him the first time, he probably would have got off on that murder case also. They probably would have found a way for him to get off that murder case because apparently this lawyer is fucking fantastic. But it just seemed like him having this lawyer, him winning the double murder case, him just finally catching a win, like literally him catching a win, made him hopeful again. Made him, like, you can just tell throughout the documentary that his mood was rapidly going up and down. There was an up and down stage where it was like, all right, it like, no, that wasn't even up and down. Sorry, it wasn't even a roller coaster. It really just, you could just see it going. If it was a stock, it was up here the beginning, and then you just see it. You could just see the stock going down, and it's just like, oh, there's some, yeah, you can kind of see that hope is starting to leave from him. And you can hear it in his voice. And in my opinion, if you were going to kill yourself in that type of situation, wouldn't you have been done that shit? Why would you do it when you won and when you get I just didn't understand. That's the part I don't understand. It just feels like that he was winning. He won. He finally, things were starting to look fucking up. He's lucky that he was in Massachusetts. Shit. My bad. He's lucky that he was in Massachusetts. They don't have execution. There's no execution in Massachusetts. So it just felt like, I don't know. It's weird to me. I know it sounds like it's conspiracy and shit, but it just feels like he didn't need to do that. And also it didn't seem like He's a big guy. He was big as shit. And this jail cell that they showed, the cell that he was in now, maybe it was different. Where I think he went to a max prison after this, though. The problem is this. It felt like for him to be 6'4", 300, well, 200 some odd pounds, maybe 250, 270, around that frame. But I think he was about 6'4". He's a big guy. But it would be kind of difficult to do that in that type of cell. It didn't seem like the cell would be high enough. Or maybe he did it on a doorknob. Unless there is, I don't think these places have doorknobs. Or he did it on, I don't know. It just seemed like he's just too big to like do that. Like way too big, way too tall, and too big for that. Like something will break. And it's just from him being hopeful, and then also that it's just, I don't know, just something doesn't connect with me. I felt like they might have found a break at some point, but the lawyer never came out and said anything. So, and also with these documentaries, this is how you know either it's going to be a really shitty documentary. Well, I wouldn't say that, but it just seemed like every sports documentary, I guess it wasn't sports. It was kind of like, I don't know how you would say this. I guess it is a true crime documentary / sports, whatever the fucking case. They always got at least two of their teammates that nobody knows about. Nobody knows. Like, you can see their name and they're like, who the fuck is that? He played on the team? Like, it's one famous guy that we all know. And then it's like two other people like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I don't know. Who is this? Why is he talking to me right now? Why am I hearing from him? Why don't I have Tom Brady or Rob Gronkowski talking to me right now? Somebody that was good on that team. Why the fuck am I hearing from the guy that got cut, like, in training camp, and another guy that just was, I don't even know who the fuck he is. And then we got, the friend of Odin Lloyd. We always got the one that like hates his fucking guts in the documentary that talks about him. And it's like, that was Odin Lloyd's like best friend, which is understandable. You have that type of person there so they can tell you about the victim. I'm glad that they did talk about Odin Lloyd as much as they did, especially his mother. I know they didn't have any interviews with his mother or anything like that, but you can only imagine what a mother goes through to see that type of thing happen to her son, and didn't having to see the pictures in the courtroom, which they showed. Everything, they did not hold any punches. They did not pull any punches on this. And then they also have, his high school friends. Of course, in this case, a high school quarterback / lover. Yes, I said that and you heard me. I felt like this. I understand that you guys want to get to the bottom of something. And I know this was a huge news story of him having possibly a gay cell or having a lover as a cellmate or shit like that. And I know everybody wants to uncover the truth of, was he gay? Was he bi? Was he this, that, and the third? Was he just hiding? But actually, it was like 3 teammates that they didn't even make the fucking Patriots, but somehow knew his personality and shit. I didn't understand it. But I don't like how I felt like if they were going to do the whole, he's one person, he's 2 people in one person type deal, you should have just made that a fucking episode. You should have just made that one of the episodes, like a whole episode just dedicated to that, and then just left it there. Not always keep sprinkling in. Oh, but man, he was probably one of those gay guys that was just trying to be tough. He was just probably one of those gay guys that was dealing with this. He's probably one of these gay guys that just have he's trying to hold out, trying to show that he's straight, but then also he has the aggression because he's gay, like because he's trying to show this, that, and the third. Like, y'all made that into a central theme of this show, of this documentary. And I felt like that was a detriment to this documentary. I felt like if you were going to do that in this documentary, that should have been a whole fucking episode. Like, I have no problem with them talking about possibilities of him being gay, or also, stories of with, somebody telling the story of, yeah, man, we used to fool around back in high school and shit like that. I know if his dad found out he was gay, it would have been hell on earth for him, which it seemed like his home life anyway was hell on earth. But it just, It just felt like they wanted to keep sprinkling in the gay angle. Like, oh well, he's probably wanting to show out because he's gay and he wants to just that's what he's dealing with. Nah, man, nah. It just sounds like you're trying to give him an excuse. Just like it sounds like that was the thing they were trying to make an excuse, but they didn't address that they were trying to make that an excuse. They were just saying, well, he was dealing with that part. Hey, you know what they didn't deal with though, and it really pissed me off that they didn't deal with this, was the CTE angle. That was the thing they didn't really touch. It was only touched for 10 minutes of this show. It was, and that was at the end of the fucking documentary. That was never sprinkled in the CTE shit. Like they talked about him having concussions. They talked about him having a concussion in high school, but then they also talked about him being gay in high school. Then they also, maybe talked about some of the hits that he took while he was in the NFL and in the college football. But then they also, had, a guy that came out from the Patriots try to explain to us, what he was probably feeling at the time about, about, I guess, the conflicting sexuality that he has. Why was that? What? I feel like the bigger case here, and that probably somebody was paid to not really talk about, was the CTE angle. Was this man had stage 3 CTE at 27 years old, and he was a fucking tight end. Think about some of the linebackers out there. Think about some of the linemen that are out there. He was a fucking tight end that had stage 3 CTE. Stage 3. We never heard of that before. They didn't even know that was fucking possible. If you saw the picture of his brain compared to a normal 27-year-old brain, you would just sit there and be like, oh my gosh, why didn't he not go off the deep end earlier? But I felt like they wanted to keep continuously sprinkling that one fucking theme. Even during the last court case, they were like, well, we shouldn't have talked about, possibility of him having a gay lover. And the lawyers are trying to sit here and say that, they were going to call in the guy to the stand to go testify against Aaron Hernandez for the dog. What the fuck does that have to do with him murdering 2 people? What does that have to do? Does it make him a character witness? Is that what you're trying to say? He's a character witness. And if that's the case, what does that have to do with anything? That had nothing. You just trying to embarrass him now because you didn't have a case. Your case got fucking blown up because the dude texted the fucking lawyers, the prosecutor. He texted the prosecutor and said, hey, if I told them blah, blah on the stand, will I get away with perjury? That was your case. Yeah, that was what your case depended on, was his eyewitness account of it, and that got blown the fuck up. Sorry, that's life. But you try to embarrass him? Sir, he's already serving life for murdering a man. He's already serving life. So what else do you need? And also, I feel like they didn't really stay, I understand this was a sports documentary and a true crime documentary, but it just felt like it felt like we didn't really talk about mostly the brain issue of him that he had. I just felt like they really dropped the ball on that. They really just wanted to focus on that part of his life, and they didn't really focus on his family life. I felt like the father and the son that we're talking about his bisexuality. I felt like they tried to give us a little bit of an insight in his life, but it just fell. It just fell flat. We didn't, I don't even think did they talk to his brother? I don't think they talked to his brother, who wrote a fucking book about Aaron Hernandez. The guy that wrote the book about him. I don't think they really talked to his brother. Like, we didn't really get to see his brother. Why the fuck would you write a book and not have an interview with him or his mom? It just felt like this whole documentary could have been so much better if we would have got more insight in the family household. Oh no, you know what? Did they talk to his brother? Yeah, they did talk to his brother. I think they interviewed his brother. Hold on. Fuck, now I'm trying to remember the whole documentary. But The problem is that we got a lot of information from his brother way too late. It was too late, man. We didn't get enough information about their home life. Like they tried to talk about his dad and how they practically ran, Connecticut. He was going to go to UConn. He was going to do this, that, and the third. After his dad died, that's when he started going, off the deep end and shit like that. But it just felt like it fell flat. Like it just really fell flat in that regard. I don't know what else you could have done. Maybe talk a little bit more about the home life. Maybe if everything they weren't trying to do it chronologically and then sprinkle in some shit, we probably would have been straight. I felt like we should have. What they should have did, if they were going to go chronologically, you should have went from family life, boom, 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 boom. We go to this high school football days, boom, 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 boom. College days, boom, 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 boom. NFL, boom, 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 and then go to his murderous trials and stuff like that. That's what we should have did with the Aaron Hernandez document. I felt like you could have spent more episodes. It seemed like they were trying to just cram everything into 3 hours. And it felt like you could have done a lot better with that. Maybe you could have spread it out to maybe 5 or 6 episodes. Hell, they even did that with Ted Bundy's fucking shit. And Ted Bundy's like murder spree was like 5 years. We're trying to branch everything of this man's life into 3 hours. I felt like it wasn't enough. I felt like there were some things that fell flat. Now, was it a great documentary though? It was a great documentary. We did get it. They did a great job with the court case aspect of everything. Like they gave us new information, things that we didn't see. We knew that he got acquitted for the double murders. We just didn't know why. Nobody ever told us why he got acquitted. For real. Unless you like deeply studied the case. But that's where the documentary really was strong though, was the court cases, was the eyewitnesses, was, even when old boy got called out, it was like, oh, okay, well, his case is done. This is some bullshit. Oh, so you weren't shot by him inside of a car? It was just a bad drug deal going wrong? Oh, that's perjury. Okay, well, put that motherfucker in jail. I just felt like where they could have went a little bit better was definitely the CTE. We could have talked about a little bit more of that. I felt like that's where they really fell flat. I felt like there should have been like even the concussion movies. Like we learned so much about this concussion shit, but we didn't learn it about him. We didn't see, like, nobody wanted to talk about, hey man, he was having erratic behaviors after this hit. Like I can tell you right now with Antonio Brown, I can tell you when he started fucking like going wild and out. That's after the Vontaze Burfict hit. After he got knocked clean the fuck out during that playoff game. And now he's has an arrest warrant for burglary. And he was, a $10 million a year wide receiver. Why is he burglarizing anyone? It's just, nothing makes it like they do, like people with these type of traumatic brain injuries do erratic shit. And that's what I feel like we didn't get to talk about. Except everybody wanted to say, well, man, oh man, he has CTE. Man, that's just an excuse. Oh man, let's not make any excuses for this asshole. Let's not make any excuses for this guy. Yeah, CTE, really? He still murdered a guy. CTE, that's what we're gonna talk about. Ew. Oh, but I just felt like they fell flat on that part of the story. I felt like everybody wanted to just go against that notion that you really, if you do have CTE, you do have erratic behavior that happens. And you do shit that you normally in your normal life would never fucking do. And that's, they should have done more with that. And I know there's a Discovery ID show about the Aaron Hernandez case, so I'll definitely want to check that out also to see just to see the difference. I feel like Discovery ID might give us even more information about the CTE angle of everything and what would probably be going through his mind if he had stage 3 traumatic brain. If he had like, yeah, I feel like that's where we should have went with that. I mean, I feel like that's where they're going to go with it. I'm sorry, not where we should have went. I feel like that's where they're going to go with it. So, right now it's 11:15. So, Um, so with that, I'm gonna call it a show today. I did talk, I did a little bit of things right now, but tomorrow I will have a lot more, maybe a little bit more movies and TV, and then I'm gonna talk about anime. Some video game surprising news that I saw. I don't know if it's true or not. I need to check my sources real quick, but I want to make sure that I get everything right and the sources are right before I even talk about it. But definitely got some anime updates, especially My Hero Academia. I think it was their season finale last weekend, unless it wasn't, and I was just tripping because normally I fuck up and do that sometimes. So we're going to talk about My Hero, talk about a little bit more Fire Force. I'm going to start watching. Also, I've been hearing about this Vinland saga, so I'm definitely want to check out what this is talking about and see what happened, see how good it is. Cause I've been hearing really, really, really good things about it. Actually, I've been hearing some good things about it. So, well, good reviews about it. People are saying, yo, you need to check this out. All right, cool. I'm gonna check it out. And now I might check out this volleyball anime, but that might happen next week and talk about that next week. But definitely My Hero, definitely Fire Force. And just in case you guys don't remember, I can tell you again, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitch, which is Nicetown Finest. No, Nicetown underscore Finest 27. Also, where you can find the Cruising Podcast and latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is at Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also at what the fuck is the name? Also on Twitter, which is Nicetown Finest. still trying to figure that shit out. So with that, I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for listening to the Cruising Podcast. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, especially if you're in Houston. Do not be driving in this bullshit that I'm about to have to drive through. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for anime and video games and movies and shit. With that, deuces. As soon as I can end it. All right. Okay, found the cursor. There we go.